Hi everyone, how are you? My name is Susan Penno and welcome to the spiritual hour of love and light, something called Love and Light with Spirit. It is currently 2 minutes past 6. I normally start at 6 p.m., but I had a bit of a technical glitch and I'm coming to you from Sydney, Australia. And we are in daylight savings time, so I'm really excited to be here with you and for you. So the rundown of the show is I do some shout outs usually, and then after the shout outs, after saying hello, there's the first one. Hi Murray, hi son, how are you darling? Then after the shout outs, I do some announcements. Mind you, they might get that round the other way, they might change things up a bit with Switch. You never know what Spirit does. Hi Veronica, how are you, gorgeous? Thank you for being here. Is it warm where you are? It's been quite, not so much up here, but quite humid. How's it been in your neck of the woods? Yes, I'll do some announcements, and then we also, the main reason I have these lives, and then the next thing we do is I do the flower reveal. So we have three flowers for you to choose from. The first one is the lily, and then the jasmine, and then the hydrangea. Which one did you choose? Hi, Jackie. How are you, gorgeous? Hi, Michelle. How are you, darling? It's hot and humid where you are as well. You're in Sydney too. Hi, Jackie Elizabeth. How are you? How are you, gorgeous? Welcome, 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 darlings. Now, before I get into things, I'm going to reveal the hydrangea. See, I told you that mix things up. So those who chose the hydrangea? You don't have to tell me. You may want to keep it personal. For those of you who chose the hydrangea, you are stepping into, or there's a gentle nudge from your guides, from your guardian angels, to step out of your comfort zone and step into the light when it comes to expressing yourself. You actually have a very creative energy, whether you're using it currently or you're not aware that it's actually there. And so hydrangeas, you have a side to you, some of you hide from others because of shyness or because of wondering how other people will take you. It could be a very special way of dancing or singing or writing or sewing or crafting. There seems to be a spotlight, there's a spotlight on you now, an encouragement from the spirit world for you to love what you're doing, whatever this creative energy is. And those who have not found your creative mojo yet, it's okay. It's just that you've been so busy. See all the little flowers that are part of the hydrangea makes up the big flower head, but there are multiple flowers, and my guides are saying these are all the multiple talents that you have. It's not about choosing one because people expect you or they know you as this way. You're multi-talented. You have so many different parts of you, sort of like different personalities, but no. So what it is for you to do now is sit down, ground your energy. You need to get into nature. It's very important for you. Sea is very important, whether it's ocean or a stream or lake. And just allow those energies to center and ground you and then sit there. That's for those of you who are not sure what you want to do yet. And just close your eyes and breathe in. Ah. Now, what is it that what am I good at? What is my passion? What have I always wanted to do, but I was too shy to step into that? Or I didn't have time to do it before because I was busy taking care of others or having these other roles. And that will come. And those of you who already stepped into your creative energy, there's a spotlight on that. So I see different ideas, suddenly you do things in a different way, and it's wonderful. Speaking of creativity, I received my beautiful painting I bought from one of the lovely ladies here, Kathy Hargraves, who is a channel painter. So I'll give Kathy a plug. She actually does the most amazing readings where she will paint your spirit guide. She can also give you a reading using paints, using her energy, and she's a spirit channel. And that's why I wanted to have one of her pieces hanging in my home. Everyone in the family can feel it, feel the beautiful energy from this painting, because she light codes her pieces that she paints. And on top of that, every piece she paints is an absolute work of art. I, Kathy, I see your paintings online on your website, Spiritual Arts or something like that. You're welcome to plug yourself here. Hi, Kathy, how are you? Put your website in here so people can have a look at your work. And the one I bought, I had no idea how large it was. It's so beautiful. So now it's hanging in the lounge room, and the energy is just phenomenal because it has been light coded by the beautiful spirit guides that and the energies that Jackie channels. So there you go. If you're wanting to get a special piece, or if you have a particular part of your room or home that needs more light, go and have a look on her website to see if there's something there that resonates to you, because I promise you, once you get your hands on it and hang it up and where it's meant to be, it gives a thing to the room. It's palpable, and it's something like a working pair of hands working in the background for everyone that walks into that room. So there you go, Jackie. I love it. I love it. I love it. And also thank you for the gift, the pond one. I absolutely adore them. I have them both in the lounge. So there you go. And there we go, hydrangeas. Whoever chose spiritualhealingarts.com.au. There you go, Jackie. If you're interested in having one of her beautiful pieces of art to own for yourself, check out spiritualhealingarts.com.au. Absolutely phenomenal. All right, so here we go. Oh, hi Noel, how are you? Hi Robin. Hi Dee. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Coming up. Hi Jane. Okay, my darling, so I'll just get into a couple of announcements. This Sunday, I have my mediumship development circle, and it's a circle that's focused on whether it doesn't matter what level you're on, improving whatever mediumship abilities you have so that you can have work confidently as a medium. That being said, it's focused on giving evidence-based information so that the person that you're connecting for in physical form, so the person you're giving the message to, when you bring the information through, they know, oh, I know who that is. That's my loved one. Yes, 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 that was her favorite color. Oh, yeah, that does make sense to me. This is what I'm currently doing. Oh, my gosh, I know what I'm doing. Do you know how healing and comforting that is? So this is what I facilitate as a spiritual development teacher this coming Sunday, held every for our second week. If you're interested in having a look and seeing if it's something that's right for you, then you're more than welcome. But it's not an open circle, and it's for those who are genuinely serious about being a part of the circle and putting in the hard work. Does it come just like that? You will have your challenges. And as soon as, so it's not a course where it's 6, 8, 12-day course or workshop. I want you to learn properly so that you know before you leave the circle, you are 100% confident with your ability as evidential medium. And then you can go along your own way and do your own thing. And plus, there's a lady that's also developing trance mediumship. which is absolutely fantastic. And it's where their person's loved one comes in your physical body. It's all done safely. Not everyone does that, but some of you will, if that's something that you feel comfortable in getting into. And that's another way of doing mediumship as well, which is awesome. Now, my other announcements is dun, 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 dun. For those of you who are in Brisbane and would like to come and meet me on my break and say hello, I will be working in the psychic reading room at the Mind, Body and Spirit Festival in Brisbane next week. So that's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you come and say hello, I'd love to see you. Also, if you'd like to book a reading with me, personal one-on-one, then you do that through the amazing psychic reading room team. That's Merv and his beautiful wife. So they're so amazing, and they have other people that help them there too. So it'll be nice. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be awesome. There we go. That's my announcements for this week. Okay, thank you, guys. Now we're going to get into the topic of, okay, so I'm sitting there like a stunned mullet because my guides would not give me the topic, but they have now. And when they did, they downloaded a whole lot. It's again working with your energies, and it's also about our expectations. How many of you have expectations regarding how your guides will help them? Especially if you're a good person, you do the right thing by others, and there needs to be an expectation that the powers that be will therefore look after you, will then look after you, because isn't that what we expect? We're taught this from a very young age, most of us. When you do the right thing, you're rewarded. When you do the right thing, you get a pat on the back at least. Thank you. I really appreciate what you're doing. And the reason why my guides would like to speak to you about this is because our expectations that we have from others can hold us back, especially if you've been waiting for that elusive pat on the back from either your parent, your partner, your boss at work, or whomever. And this can actually turn person. Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. My guys would like me to give this analogy. Can you imagine if in a normal situation as you're growing up, you do something well done, good boy, or good girl. Come and have a hug, or here's a treat for you for being such a good boy or such a good girl. And then you move along in life, you meet someone, you expect them to do the same thing, and they don't. Instead, they never acknowledge your efforts. They never acknowledge what you do for them. They're all about me, what's going on with them. And they seem like this hungry energy that's always looking for your attention. And you will bend over backwards for you to do everything you can for them. You know who you are. You recognize who you are, the people pleasers. You want to say no, but there's something in you that will say yes, even if you're extremely exhausted. The people pleasers. Okay, thank you, guys. You will put the needs of others before your own, and you will try to rationalize your behavior, which is extremely unhealthy for you because you're not being honest. You may think, oh, I'm this wonderful person. This is why I'm doing this, because I love helping people. But hey, that's strong. If you say yes and you're putting your needs behind, you're putting the needs of others first, and it's consistent. It's a very different case if you are a mother looking after children, if you are a carer for someone that needs help, but then you can get help in that area as well. If you are someone who this is about, And you don't have to comment because I want to keep your identity private, and you have every right to expect that, not just from me, but from anyone else. But you know who you are. If you're completely honest, you're not happy. You try to convince yourself that you are because it makes you feel comfortable. But the truth is, it's coming from them. The truth is, deep down, you're unhappy. Deep down, what you long for is the ability to feel comfortable in saying, no, I'm not going to do that. Deep down, you feel comfortable in saying, I can't because I have to do this, even if it's for yourself. And you feel fantastic. You have balance then. So we're going to address this, and we're going to really dig deep and look at identifying the reasons you are a people pleaser. Everyone loves people pleasers. They never say no, they really do. All you have to be really sick, and even if they are sick, they will still be looking after others. They'll still be doing things behind the scene, checking up, making sure everyone's okay. Even if they're dragging one foot along. Oh, bless your cotton socks. I know I was exactly the same. That comes from not having validation when you needed it. Whether it's from childhood, whether it's from school, whether it's from... We all need that as we're children, especially growing up. Children need rules, a set. I'll tell you what, many, many years ago, when one of my sons was going to school, his teacher was part of an experiment. He was very much into child psychology, even though he was a school teacher. He studied this as well to help him understand the behaviour of children so that he could be an even better teacher, because that was his passion, being a school teacher. And one day he did a, what is it called, an assignment for the children, and he got them to write down what they think should be fair rules for home when it comes to going to bed, eating your vegetables, etc., etc. To his absolute amazement, every single child in this class had rules that were stricter than their parents' rules. And when I read my son's assignment, I was shocked. But then I looked into it myself. They need a child when you're growing up. You need rules, you need boundaries, because the child then feels safe until they reach the age of 8 at least. They need that guidance so that they know loving, nurturing, safe, the correct type of guidance. I'm not talking about discipline where it's abusive. And where I'm going to now is children also need role models. And they need a working pattern so that they know how to be these wonderful human beings that know how to communicate the correct way with people, and how to react when somebody treats you in a good way or not such a good way. And we learn from our environment as we're growing up. So you're growing up, let's just say you're the youngest, you're ignored, or you're the only one that can see that one of your parents needs help, or you're the black sheep of the family, or your father or your mother or your elder siblings are taking it out on you and they're not helping you. You know how that makes you feel? First of all, we accept different realities as we progress along our timeline in each incarnation. So in this life, if you haven't had that security, that's going to exacerbate the feelings and the beliefs that you accept as a child and not being validated for being a good child. If instead you're made to feel as if it doesn't matter what you say, it doesn't matter if you're sad, it doesn't matter how much noise you make, no one's going to see you, no one's going to hear you, because they're too busy doing their own thing. Or let's just say you're abused as a child. Then your reality at the time, which will program you because you accept it, we accept it, is, what is the message? So let's just say I was a child that I had a violent upbringing. I was the same good girl. I was punished when I tried to do things. If I spilt the sugar a little bit out of the bowl, made you feel really scared. What would I have accepted as a child? I'll tell you what I accepted. When I try to do something, when I'm as careful as can be and I make a mistake, I get punished. So then you learn not to try. You know what else you learn? When you're being told horrible things about yourself, if you have a parent that's not well and they are lashing out, if they tell you that you're stupid or dumb, you accept that because as children you look up to your peers and you accept it as gospel. So you will take that on board. Here is the thing. Or you've been really perfect and good, but it's not acknowledged. Or you're in an environment where you're being abused, either sexually or physically or verbally, and the other parents looking but not doing anything about it. No one's doing anything about it. As a child, you will accept it. And even if your child was perfect and you come from a family where the parents are the epitome of a perfect relationship, a relationship that everyone wants, your expectations are when you meet the person and fall in love with them, then they are going to be your ideal partner. And then when things go pear-shaped, you're not prepared for it. And then you can think, maybe I've done something wrong. If you're not strong within yourself and the person you're with is either narcissistic or you get the message. When you accept information about your reality that stays in you until you're able to let that go. So we're going to do an exercise. It's a simple exercise that I'd love to share for you. And I want you to have a think about it. If people pleasers, the ones who say no, who can't say no, can't seem to say no, no matter how exhausted you are, the ones that your employers will look at and say, you are perfect, thank God we have you. No matter how tired you are, you keep giving, giving, giving. You are that little child or that partner that didn't get what you needed, or could be even happen from a friendship. You are that person back then, still seeking their validation. And so therefore you will bend over backwards to do everything to make everyone else happy. Because there's a part of you that's wounded. There's a part of you that's begging and crying out for confirmation that you are a good person that's deserving of being loved. And this is what creates people pleasers. And you know what I mean by that, the people pleasers. You're exhausted, you say, I'm just gonna go home maybe. This next minute one of your friends say, I've got to tell you, it's my husband's birthday. I invited this. I forgot to send the invitation. Can you come tomorrow? But tomorrow you have other plans for you. So you have to catch up on your housework or your paperwork, or you're not feeling 100% and you just need time out and reset. And you'd rather do that than go to a place where you know there are going to be lots and lots of people, lots of noise. Even if he has a headache, you will still say yes. And when you heal from that, you will be able to say, oh, I'm sorry, I really can't. I'm doing something else tomorrow. And if they say, well, what are you doing? What are you doing? Just say, look, I really would love to go to the party with you, but I honestly can't. I have so much that I have to do tomorrow that I simply cannot get what I need done. Sorry, someone keeps sending me messages. Even though I've put it on blocking the messages coming in. And you check people out there can, I'll have a look at it with my guides to do that. Now reset. Thank you. That's the thing. When I talk to you in the gym, something else we're going to talk about tonight. How exciting. All right, so I'd like you to have an honest think about. You may not remember, could be coming from a past life. If it's coming from a past life, you've always been a people pleaser, a person pleaser. I mean, a person that will always put your needs last. And if there's no logical reason for you to be inclined to be that way, it's coming from a past life. So, but you'll know if it's coming from this lifetime. Are you ready to have that cleared? Are you ready? Let's rock and roll. Was you amazing? Hi, Tanzia. Hi, Denise. And you're welcome, Kathy, my darling. More shout outs. Hi, Robin. Really. All right, darlings. Now we're going to do a clearing. We are going to do a clearing for those of you who don't know how to say no. Or you say yes, but you go, yeah, okay, but inside you go, "Grr." You know what I mean? You're cranky at yourself. Don't be cranky at the person that you're saying yes to, because you have the power to say no. You have the power to say, I'm sorry, I really can't take on that because I'm doing this. Or you have the power to say, to state calmly your rules, your boundaries. All right, let's get into this. I'm so happy for you. Close your amazing eyes. I need to talk to you about energy because I have a lady who's been texting me. And 3 times her text message came on the live after I've already put do not disturb in place. And the thing is, I once looked away, but I looked at her message and I tuned into that. And as a consequence, I disconnected from the flow of energy coming from my guides. This can happen to you. If you are going to go through this life, then you need to be present and you need to keep your attention here, unless you want to do it later. But if you're going for a guided meditation, energy healing, having a reading, anything to do with spiritual work, whether you are the reciprocant or you are the one that's passing on, and you need to be mindful of this very, very important fact. Wherever your mind is going to go and focus on, that is the energy that you connect to. Okay. So if you want to benefit, as the recipient of healing energy, then keep your attention on the energy that you are receiving, which is an absolute blessing. Okay, so close your eyes. You want to benefit from it completely, right? Close your eyes and relax. And as you close your eyes and relax, I'd like you to imagine yourself in front of a large mirror. There are many beings that are surrounding you of the purest light, who've placed you in a beautiful white ball of light that is protected on every level. Oh, some of you have spirit attachments. Okay. Spirit attachment. Thank you. Yeah. Just focus on the white light. Breathe it in through your nose, out through your mouth. I'm just connecting with my healing team. And for anyone watching this currently that are going through this, but also if you watch the live later on, because that's the way energy works. I'm just asking them to secure your energies and just clear you on every level. Just to clear you fully with divine love and healing, to heal away any attachment, any energy imprint or cords that do not belong to you. Just 1, 2, 3. Just clear that out of you now. Thank you, guides. Thank you. Now we can start. Okay, now we can just start with an exercise that you can use. And this is focused on those who are people pleasers. God bless your cotton socks. I've been there. Close your eyes. You're in a beautiful white ball of light that is protected in every single way. And now the energy within has been completely filled with divine love. Everything that should not have been here has been cleared away. I'd like you to imagine that you're in the most beautiful forest, or it could be a beach, depending on what you gravitate to the most. I'd like you to imagine a mirror, a beautiful full-length mirror, out in front of you, and you can see a reflection of yourself, but the reflection of yourself is transparent, slightly transparent. You can see all the way through. You imagine this, use your imagination. Imagine going back in time, go back 1 year, and you're seeing yourself in this mirror. It's a magical mirror. Go back 5 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, and so on and so on and so on, until you find yourself in front of your mother's womb. And in front of your mother's womb, you see yourself as the baby within, the fetus, just being conceived. And I'd like you to feel the support from your loved ones in spirit, these divine beings, your guides, source energy. And right now, send a pink light of divine love in through your mother's womb into you, a tiny little, tiny little you. And as you're sending the love, you're saying, I love you. I love you. You're safe. Now we can do this with energy and time. Quantum energy, there's no such thing as past, present, and future. If you don't understand this, it doesn't matter. Let it go and just trust. 1, 2, 3. You are a baby newborn wrapped in the most beautiful clothes. And there are divine beings handing you the little baby to yourself. Hold the baby. See yourself looking down at the little baby and say these words out loud. I've got you. I'm not letting you go. You are safe and you are loved. I'm taking care of you and I will always be here for you. Solely, I've got you. You can repeat it. I've been looking down at your baby self. I've got you. You are safe. I am not going to let you go. You are loved. You are perfect. I will always be here for you. Now, some of you might feel a bit emotional. Just keep focusing on the little baby in the pink light, the pink glow. Now, 1, 2, 3, you're going to come all the way back to where you are now and look in the mirror. And as you imagine yourself looking in the mirror, you're holding your baby self. And from where you are to where you were in your mother's womb, there's a beautiful pathway from where you are now going all the way back to when you were first conceived. It's pink. The only thing that exists is love. And you may feel, or have a knowing that any pain, any hurt that you have experienced until now has been broken up and dissolved, cleared away. You may also experience physical pain easing until it is completely gone. You may also experience tension dissipating until you feel completely relaxed. This is normal. Some of you may feel a slight pulling as if you're swaying backwards. It happens sometimes as well. You're not going crazy. You are safe and you are supported. You're surrounded by divine love. You're surrounded by your guides and also other beautiful healing beings that I've called to assist you at this time. Just allow the beautiful energies and just look at that baby. And if you're holding that baby in front of you now, and you imagine you're saying to yourself, the world is literally your oyster. Listen, if you're 90 years old, you can still start all over again. It doesn't matter how young you are or how old you are. You can still create a better quality of life for yourself, more peace, more happiness. Now, I'd like you to bring that little baby in the center of your chest, in your heart space, and feel that energy merging with you. This perfect, happy light. Feel the giggling, innocent laughter of a child that is so free. And feel that child, that energy flowing through every single part of you. And go all the way back, imagining if you had a horrible childhood, let's recreate a perfect one right now. See yourself in a perfect childhood when you are free, you're running freely. You have the amazing imagination of a child. You're loud, confident, supports that everyone around you loves you and encourages you. You're not controlled. You are not told to shut up. You're not told that you're too loud. You are encouraged for your creative ideas, even if it may get you into trouble because you didn't think things through. You're a child. Children often don't. People love you. And then now we're going to turn a page. We're going to turn a page now, as if you've seen a movie scene. So you've just seen one that you've created for yourself. Now you're going to make another one. You write the story. And in the story, I would like you to acknowledge that you are the most beautiful, perfect person in the whole world. One thing that's very toxic and poisonous to us as souls, and we can carry from different lifetimes, from one to the next, is guilt. I'd like you just to be still right now. Be very still. Focus on your breathing, your joy, your excitement. You can start life again. Even if you have a week left, guess what? To be joyful, to be happy for at least 1 week is a gift. And you carry that into your next lifetime. So the work you do now will continue to benefit and bless you, bless your life. So it's very important that we work on ourselves and we don't just put up with things if it doesn't make us happy. Okay, so the next thing is I would like you to really see truthfully all those people who have ever hurt you. I'd like you to see yourself at the movies. You are the only one in human form in the audience. The others are all those who love you in spirit, your guides, and other pure beings of light. And from here at the giant stage, 1, 2, 3, everyone who's ever hurt you is on that stage, but I would like you to see them as the pain they carry. Even if they've been parents and ignored you, they do that because they're so controlled by what they've been through and they don't know how to process and let things go. But I'd like you to see everything that they're carrying, or imagine everything that they've been carrying that have made them be the way they are, and see it come over their head, in front of them, in front of all of their chakras, as a thick, thick cloud of energy that is dense. And because of that, they are not able to see what is around them. They're not able to see things properly. They can't comprehend things correctly. Their chakras are blocked because of what they're carrying. And now I would like you to look past that and see them as souls. Look past them to the beautiful light that you have. We all have this light within us, our divine spark. See that divine spark within those ones that have hurt you. Oh, wow. Some of you may still be very cranky with those who've hurt you. Guess what? That is normal when you're hurt. I encourage you to work on yourself until you reach point in your life regarding who's ever hurt you where you can look back and the pain is no longer there, the anxiety is no longer there because you have healed. And why I encourage that is because you deserve to live your best existence here, your best life here, not just existence. Let's take that word away. You exist if you are in pain, but you live when you're able to let go of that pain. Then you have the freedom, then the freedom comes. And the way you see the world, look at all those people on the stage in the picture theatre or the movie theatre. You're looking at them on stage. Can you see, can you imagine that they are incapable of being how you needed them to be for you? Because they are existing in their programs and the experiences that prevent them from being the very best version of themselves. Can you see that? Can you understand this? If they were healed, then they would have done everything to make you feel amazing. They would never have hurt you. Never. If they were healed. And knowing this, how can you take it personally? How can you hold on to that? Let it go. Surrender them to the universe, to source energy, to God, to their guides. You surrender it. And then what you do is you allow the light to flow completely within you now, because you can now let it go. It's heavy. And if you are one of those ones that have hurt others and you're holding guilt within you, you'll feel that now as a tightness somewhere, or pain, tension, or extreme heaviness. I need you to step up for yourself and forgive yourself for making a mistake. If you're perfect, why would you be here? Oh, actually, there's some here incognito who are doing divine work, angelic work, and they are part of the clearing of the karmic wheel project. They are part of the raising of the vibration in this dimension. Excluding those ones, give yourself permission to forgive yourself. No one is perfect. That's why we reincarnate. We learn something, we go back into the spirit world, and we go, oh, I did this, I did this. It's what I wanted to do. I reached my target in these areas. And you look at that and you go, oh my goodness, look how I made those ones feel. Okay, my next time around, I want to work on that. I want to experience how I made them feel, how I made them feel. So I'll be so imprinted as a soul. I would never, ever do that ever again. I want to do better. So, it works a lot like that. And each soul's journey is different because we're all different as souls. We are unique. We have a unique journey. And you know what? You owe it to yourself. And it's one of the reasons you are here is to be the very best version of yourself by, number one, forgiving yourselves and healing from anything that's made you feel hurt. See people as they truly are. See a person that has hurt you as being a big pain, is a big, okay, pain in the behind, some of you might say, but you know what I mean, you know what they're saying. And just really allow yourself to step out of it. You just step out of it, make that decision. Accept your new reality. What you accepted before is, I'm hurt, I'm in pain because they hurt me. Well, where is your life now? If you're in a situation where you are being hurt and you know it's not going to change, get out of it. Plan, reach out, get that help. However, if you're no longer in a particular relationship that hurts you and you're still holding on to any anger or pain, then you owe it to yourself to work on that and heal it so you can let it go. Because when you do, you're living freely. Until then, those hurts, those wounds are a prison that you live in. And why I say that is because you may not like the way I say this, but I'm just being honest. Why I say this is because it will influence every single day, even when you sleep. And so what you have to do is make a decision to let it go, accept your new reality. What is your new reality? I'm no longer living in fear, walking on eggshells. I'm no longer being abused. I'm no longer being called stupid. I'm no longer being, what have you. I'm in a safe environment. So why then do I look back and feel this anxiety? I can let it go. I'm going to let it go. Train yourself, retrain yourself. This is my new reality. That was then, this is now. I'm safe. You keep saying that, keep saying that, keep saying that, and there are a lot of energy healing facilitators that can help you if you are stuck. You may need to see someone like a kinesiologist, which I highly advocate. So someone who is does other. There's so many different healing modalities. If you sit still and ask your guardian angels, your guides, God, whoever you pray to guide you, they will naturally guide you into the area, into a particular area, to a particular person, because that's how it works. Okay, so there you go. And I send you love and I send you light. And I hope you enjoyed that. Now I'm asking your guides to ground you. Thank you, guides. I'm just asking source energy, our sign spirit guides. Thank you, my Nancy. Oh, wow. Hang on. Someone's still being cleared. Thank you. Really quick tip. If you're someone that's had a lot of trauma and you are trying to clear, I hear someone weeping right now. I don't know who you are. I feel as if you cry a lot inside. Listen, go and see a psychologist, go and get counseling, see a kinesiologist. Look, you know why I advocate? Someone I read for the other day said, when I suggested a kinesiologist, said, no, there's not enough evidence. There's a lot of hocus pocus about healing modalities that absolutely work, but they are perpetrated by the competition. I carried really strong depression from a toddler, and I had that for many years, and on the verge of just about to take myself out, and either a phone call or someone would step in the house, family member, of course, or knock on the door, one of mum's random visits, and it'll snap me out of it. I was told that I picked it up in my mother's womb when she was 6 months pregnant with me. I saw a kinesiologist for a skin condition I had at the time, which was cleared faster than permanently, and that's, oh my God, 20 years ago, because I was not living where I am now. So more than 20 years ago, and I've never had to go back for the skin condition. However, this person said suicide and depression. Oh, you carried it from your mother's womb when she was 6 months pregnant with you. I thought, at that stage, at that time in my life, I was very scared of psychics because I thought they were all demonic. Hello, my Christian indoctrination. And I went deciding I'd never go back again because I thought, what a load of hocus pocus, what a load of rubbish. But then when it doesn't happen, and this was happening daily, these strong urges, and never came back. I'm with my mother in her home while she's packing it back to go into hospital. And she said that she was so happy that I was there. And I said, thanks, Mum, I'm happy to be here too. I know I'm sharing something personal. I hope my sisters don't want to kill me or my family. But I'm being honest. And I know I can feel my mother. Mum, hi. Mum saying, I want you to share it because it will help other people. Okay. So my mother said to me, no, Susan, I'm glad you're alive. I stopped doing her dishes, turned and looked at Mum. I said, that's a funny thing to say, Mum. And then she just looked down. She couldn't look me in the eye. She said, when I was pregnant with you, I lived in a car with your father. And when I was 6 months pregnant, I couldn't bear it anymore. I decided when he goes to work, I'm going to go into the sea and keep walking because I honestly believe that no child should ever be born in this situation. Bingo. The kinesiologist was spot on. And I only saw her that one time for her to clear that out of me. If you're in the Sydney area, Tanya Ormsby, she's in Padstow, New South Wales, from A1 Health. I encourage you to see her personally. She'll go through you like a fine-tooth comb. You do not even have to open your mouth and say anything. If there's something there, she'll find it and then she'll clear it. It was cleared just like that in me. There may be other things she finds that needs clean. These are my experiences with her, and I'm grateful. So that's proof that kinesiology actually works. If I was not doing this, I was going to be a kinesiologist, but I'm doing this work instead. Can't do everything. There are amazing people doing other things too, and we all. Anyway, that's my story. So if you're stuck and you're not able to, through spiritual techniques that I share with someone else, if you're seeing someone for Reiki or some other type of healing treatment and it's not working, don't exist. And that, whatever it is, go and see help. Go and see a kinesiologist. Go and see someone that can help you. Okay? She's also a homeopath as well, and a damn good one. So I'll leave that with you. God bless you. And now I'm going to ground you. My guides are. So as you are, just close your eyes. I'm asking the healing team now to connect with all of your guides, whether you watch this now or you watch the replay later on, it will still work. Goosey's confirmation. Just ask him just to put you in a beautiful ball of love and feel the hug from the spirit world. Beautiful, loving arms around you, placing a beautiful cloak of love around you to keep you safe, to make you feel safe and warm and supported. And as I say that, there's a recalibration and balancing of your chakras, of your energy systems. Thank you, guides. 1, 2, 3, you're grounded. And please, you can do it now or when the life's finished, but please drink some water. And before you drink the water, hold it in both of your hands from your heart, thinking of what you've received, acknowledging your guides, acknowledging source energy, and just saying, thank you. Thank you so much. That energy will go into it. And if you also imbue it with love and drink it, you will taste. Actually, I did an experiment with people on Tuesday. Have a taste of the water before you do that, and then after you bless it, drink it. It can become softer, smoother, even sweeter. I mean, sweet as if someone's put sugar in it, which is, I just love that. All right, darlings, now we're going to go into the reveal. I already revealed what the hydrangeas do. Now I'm going to go to the, oh my goodness. Okay, darlings, I'm going to go to the, I can smell it. God, stay in place. I'm taking now to the jasmine. The thing about the jasmine is you have such a beautiful light, you have such a beautiful smile, you have this incredible energy that pulls people in. The jasmine people also have an inner part of you that's you want to protect. It's very important for you to have your own privacy so that people don't know everything about you. Jasmines, the ones that chose the jasmine flower, having your own personal space and your time out is very, very, very important. Oh, and for those of you, not all of you, but some of you have been so flat, so busy. Please, 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 especially to those ones, turn your phone off when you've had a busy day. Don't be tempted to answer a call or a message. Hug a pet. Smell some flowers. Buy some flowers for yourself or hug a tree. Give back to you. Allow nature or pets, the energies of something so pure to connect with your spirit, with you, the spirit. And because Jasmine's, you have such an innocent, pure way of seeing life. Your inherent nature can be a bit gullible and naive, like your intuition kicks in with most of you at this stage. The others you will catch up to stop you from being taken for a ride, which would have happened because you have this beautiful way of looking at life through rose-colored glasses. And there's an expectation that everyone should be like you. Oh, you're so gorgeous. This naivety, this innocence. They're not going to rip me off. They're going to do the same thing. They're going to work just as hard with me and the team because they're looking at me and smiling and they're being really nice. So they're going to be like me. But as you've learnt, most of you so far, that not everyone is like that. And it's for this reason they're bringing this up. Take time out for yourself, sensitive, beautiful, wonderful Jasmines. Switch the phone off. Just don't listen to anything. Time out for yourself, and also acknowledge that those ones who don't pull their socks up are not doing the right thing. They're on their own journey. Eventually, they'll get it right, whether it's this lifetime or other ones to come. And if you can see that they're not like me, I can't expect them to be like me. It's easier to let things go and focus on your amazing self. So I'll leave it with you. God bless you. Thank you. And the other ones, okay. Lilies, lilies, lilies. Okay. Look at the lilies of the field or lilies of the valley. It's almost as if God looks after the lilies. It's a biblical quote. For those of you who are anti-Bible, close your ears. This is the biblical quote about, but this is relevant to you, the ones that chose the lily. God looks after the lilies. Lilies, you may not have always had what you've needed and wanted in life, but if you have a look, your needs have been met. And there's this feeling that you'll always have your needs met. If there's anything that's been concerning you regarding finances, you need to look within and look without to see the beautiful light that's with you. Oh, okay. So, Lilies, listen, there's also a feeling of, I have to do this, but no one's going to do it. Or if I don't do it, it's not going to be done properly. Or I'm not having, for some of you, there's a feeling of, I don't have that support with me. I have to do everything on my own. You've never been alone. You've always had that higher energy taking care of you. So what they're saying, darling lilies, remember when you're busy, remember if you ever feel overwhelmed or if you ever feel as if, oh gosh, I wish I had a bit of help around here. There's no crime in asking for help. And ask your guides, ask that love that is around you and always has been to help you as well. Because that help will step in and things will happen. And keep shining your amazing light. That's for the hydrangeas, for the jasmines, and for the lilies. Shine your amazing lights and continue to be the most wonderful, wonderful souls. And also, don't be so hard on yourself. We're works in progress. As long as we're here, breathing, living in this physical form, we can always grow even more. We can become more light. There's always something more that we can do. We can still learn, and we can learn, most importantly, our true divine nature, which is love, and be that love. And we all get there eventually. And when you're in that space, everything's perfect and things are so much easier. So there you go. I'm looking forward to connecting for you, even though I'm going to MBS next week. I'm looking forward to connecting with you on Wednesday next week for the next Love and Light Whisper. Until then, from my spiritual heart, I send love, divine love, to your spiritual heart. And I, from my heart, wish you the most wonderful week. God bless you. Good night, good morning, good evening, wherever you watch from, whether you're watching us live or you're watching the replay. And thank you for being here.